Num, num. Morning, children of God. Good morning. Good to have, yeah, good morning to you. All right. Good morning to you. I hear you. We're practicing the secret of happiness. Yeah. Live as if, it should be as if, not is. Well, is works. Live as if now were eternity. By the way, it is. So there you go. Well, we were having some challenges this morning. There's something new. But we made it work regardless. So I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's begin this celebration this morning. Let's stand, join together and sing in the silence. In this moment, love is here, peace is here, truth is here. In this moment, God is here. And we acknowledge His presence moving in and through us. This day, we choose to be open and receptive and responsive to His instruction and guidance. This day, we are grateful for the opportunity to come together in support of one another, to sing, to pray, to worship in the name, in the nature, in the power of the Christ. Amen.
Today's daily word is forgive, and this morning Dick will read our daily word for us.
Good morning, Unity family members. Well, our lesson to start this brand new month today is forgive. I forgive and begin anew. An artist can seamlessly craft an erroneous brushstroke into a new and beautiful part of a painting. The canvas is forgiving, thus turning an apparent mistake into a fresh aspect. With forgiveness, I can turn seamlessly failures into opportunities to grow. To transform a painful event into a new and positive experience, I let go of attachment to what happened or what should have been. By releasing past hurts, I open myself to beautiful opportunities. When I forgive, I give way for the new to emerge in the canvas of my life. I can paint new experiences. I feel energized and embrace unlimited possibilities. As I forgive and move forward, I create my life as I want it to be. And the lesson, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving to one another, as God in Christ has forgiven you. Ephesians 4:32.
Before we go into prayer and meditation this morning, I want to give you an invitation. And the invitation goes like this. In this room and in our Unity family, we have incredible energy workers. And I use the word with a capital I. Incredible energy workers. You do not have to take every step by yourself. You can ask, and when you ask believing, that which you need shows up in your world, right here. So, we begin that partly by remembering who we are. And the more often we can absolutely connect with who we are, the more that will show up in our world. Let's take our affirmation together. I am a child of the living God. I have within me the all-creating power of the Christ. It radiates from me and blesses all whom I contact. I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I am now in the presence. Let's join with Steve. I believe in you. I believe. I trust. I have faith. Holding to these truths, gently now, easily and effortlessly, we move to that place within us that Jesus called our inner closet, our secret place. It is that place within you where there is no question, there is no doubt. It is that place within where we choose to commune with the truth of our being. We breathe. And as we have stilled our body, gently and easily now, we quiet our mind. Those thoughts and feelings of what I should have done, I gently set aside. Those thoughts and feelings of what I have yet to do this day, I gently set aside, and for one holy moment, I rest and I breathe and I listen. For in my prayers, I have learned to ask. Here in the stillness and in the silence, answers come. Perhaps in a word, a phrase, a feeling, the vibration of our music, resonating with your heart. And in this moment, all my needs are met. Here in this place, we know the Father and I are one. And in affirming this oneness, we remember we are a channel through which good flows into our world. And this day, in this moment, we choose to open that channel. And those gifts which have been freely given, I now freely send from me, through me, into my world, knowing they come wrapped in love. These thoughts and feelings move through me, from me, into this place, into this now, and in doing so touch each and every one of God's children. And in this moment, I am blessed. I choose to be a blessing from me, through me, from this place, growing in strength and in power, moving through our community, touching each and every one of God's children, across our state, touching, healing each and every one of God's children. And in this moment, I am blessed. Accepting this blessing, I choose to be a blessing. From me, through me, this flow continues. Across our state, across our country, touching each and every one of God's children. And in this moment, I am blessed. I accept this blessing. I choose to continue to be a blessing from me, through me, across our country, around our world, touching each and every one of God's children. And in this flow, we know where fear is, dissipated love comes through. In this moment, regardless of appearance, love is there. And in acknowledging this love, I am blessed. I choose to continue to be a blessing from me, through me. Good flows. I remember that in truth and in spirit we are never separate one from the other. And in this knowing, somewhere, somewhen, someone is saying thank you for the gifts that you sent this day, in this moment, are gratefully received. I am blessed. I am grateful, and that gratitude swells up and returns to you, the circle, whole and complete. In this moment, I breathe it, I live it, I rest in it for one holy moment. Knowing there is more yet for me to do this day, holding to this experience we have shared gently and easily now, I bring my attention back to this now, to this place, to this when. And I join with you and pray as Jesus, our elder brother, has taught us when he said, "As for you, pray therefore in this manner." I have my screen moved a little bit differently, so I can't quite see it so well from over there. Hello. Kind of cool. No, I'm good. A little late. Where were you about an hour ago? Never mind.
No dessert for you.
No dessert for me. I'm done. Where did that come from, Steve? I don't know. I'm never quite sure where stuff comes from. I just let it kind of go and go, okay, let's play with it. Each of us has a little bit different way to check out who we are. For me personally, a lot of times I just go, bleh, and see what shows up out there as I speak, and then test it. And go, oh yeah, okay, I buy into that. Or, oh, Rob, where did that come from? Thank you, Steve, for putting up with me. That's what I'm really saying. And sometimes people say to me, you really don't believe that? I said, no, I'm just checking it out. Say, I need to check all the time for me, what do I really believe? Because I need to put my beliefs into practice. Ah, there's the segue, right? I need to put it to work. It's enough. The challenge is, so many times we get caught up into this. If I could find the one book that had it all written down, if I could find the one teacher that just absolutely resonated with my heart and with my soul, yay! And that's true. Guess what? You already have. It's a process. It's an ongoing process. Because it's not about books and it's not about teachers. It's about you. It's about taking what you have learned and putting it to work. Even if what you have learned is incorrect. You ready for an error of thought? Here comes one. Practice makes... No. Why can I say that? I did earlier. See, when Diane said practice makes perfect, I went like that back there, right? Why? Because what? Perfect already is. Perfect already is. That which I am is already perfect. So I need to shift that statement. So instead of practice makes perfect, I say practice makes me better and better and better and better and better. At doing what? Expressing the truth of who I am. Because I got that clouded a little bit. Sometimes I say stuff and I think I believe it, but then I don't act on the belief. I'm a beloved child of God. How many of you can actually feel that love all the time? How many of you act on that love all the time? Yeah, hands went down in a hurry on that one, right? Yeah. So most of the time, we start working on, we start to feel that love, but we get into stuff in our world, and we feel disconnected, and then we ask the question, where was God in that? Oops. Right? Because I'm the one that disconnected, not the other way around. So I just need to connect back up. From here, because I'm already connected, I just need to make that mental connection. That's the practice piece. When something shows up in my world where I have the opportunity to choose, and it happens this way all the time, where I have the opportunity to choose to practice that which I believe or not, then make the choice and then take the step. And I get this all the time. My internal little voice may sound a lot like yours. But Rob, what if you do it wrong? I may be the only one that hears that voice. It's the only one that comes to my voice, but you may hear one similar that has a similar thing to say. What if I do it wrong? You can't. You may not get the result you want. You may do something that you think is right that is beginning to get results, but you don't even realize you're forcing it. If I just do this right, yeah, then, no. in that moment, with that force, with that resistance, I'm throwing a wall up, a block. Sometimes that wall is wide and tall, right? And sometimes just a little fence I can jump over. But I'm learning, it goes back to the practice, to make that shift in thinking as quickly as is humanly possible for me to get through it when it comes to me. Now sometimes you don't even recognize you're doing it, which is why I bring you back to the statement I made earlier about the energy workers that we have in and around us. Because I think I'm doing okay, and I am. However, others can see in me that which I can't yet. Because I'm so busy being me, trying to do it my way, because Rob is the perfect way, right? Well, it is for Rob. I don't know about the rest of you, but for me but I start forcing stuff, right? I don't even think about it, and it's by habit and practice, and it's long term, it's not new. But others can see it, and they say, Rob, breathe, and I go, oh, wait a minute, I say that. Yeah. But no, you have to do it. Yeah. You're trying to, it appears to me, and I love how the wording goes many times. It appears to me, dear, has anybody heard that word recently? Dear. Makes it sound like a swear word, doesn't it? Anyway, that you're trying to force something. And then you breathe, if you're paying attention, you go, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting results, but I'm trying to force it. When I can release the resistance, because I know by practice that when I get the resistance out of the way, I move in a hurry. Things change in a hurry, in an instant, when you can let that release go. So be open to new practices. Be open to paying attention. I said it a couple weeks ago, and the more I've been thinking about it, it's so important. What others think about me is none of my business, comma, exclamation point. Then this is the big one, underlined in bold italics. Take no offense. Take no offense. They're just being them as they understand what's going on in their world. But when I take no offense, then there's no war, there's no fight. But I need to work inside of me for that as well. There's stuff I got going on inside of me that I need to take no offense. Yeah, but Rob, this is one of my favorite ones. Of course you need to wear glasses. Everyone we all knew the word, the magic word, right? Right? Now, is that statement even true? No, not everyone my age. And then put whatever after you want, right? Right? What am I buying into? So it goes back to beliefs that show up that I say, yeah, that's the truth, and it isn't. And I just need to give myself permission to let that go. I need to look for another piece of the puzzle, if you will, and then put that to work. I need to practice it all the time. And it is. It's practice all the time. The perfection already is. I just need to practice being perfect. Right? And when something isn't working, I need to be able to take no offense and say, let's try something new. Let's give it a shot. I have nothing to lose. And oh my God, what if it works? Don't tell anybody. I'm going to keep it a secret. No. Practice it. Put it out there. You can't keep it a secret, by the way, because as soon as you start moving, people will ask questions. Particularly if you're open and honest about who you are and what you are. Some of the questions may not be wonderful. Take no offense. Breathe and respond. Not react, respond. That's part of the practice. Is learning to respond, not react. And when something shows up, you go, yay, here's an opportunity to move forward in a new way and see how it plays. I've shared with you before that Henry Cahaley gave me my golf game back a long time ago. Because I played for a while and then I quit. And Henry gave me my golf game back because he invited me to go play with him. And he said, just hit the ball and watch it fly. Just watch it fly. Look how it moves through the air. Soft landing on the other end. In the water, Henry. Yeah, I know. But notice how softly it went in. And it took me probably 3 or 4 holes before I finally figured out what Henry was trying to say to me. Enjoy the moment. It's not about an expectation. It's about the moment. Sure, I want the ball to go straight. And Friday, Dennis and I were having fun with that. I hit the ball straight a lot. 5 foot this foot, another 5 feet. It was the longest walk in a park that I've taken in a long, long time. What do you mean you're going to shoot a long one? Not today, pal. I could have used my putter all day. So what it felt like, right? But even then, even in that, in the midst, I'm starting to laugh. Okay, whatever's going on, Rob, pay attention, try and fix it as you go along, and you always have at least one really good shot. It's what I call the come back and play some more shot. And I had one of those. It was beautiful. Right on the green and one. It was great. And it 8 putt off. No, it wasn't that bad. No, it felt like that. I actually got par on that hole. Felt great. In 9 holes, 1 stroke. Now, for most people, that'd be enough to say, I'm never playing this game again. But that's not it. Henry gave me my game back. Watch the ball. Just be in the moment. Play the moment. Practice. It's okay. Where does it say you have to be perfect? You already are perfect. Why are you trying to be it? Just live it. One step at a time. No force. And golf is, by the way, if you want to practice non-resistance a lot, take up golf. Because if you are resistant, if your body is tense, whoa, not a nice day in the park. It becomes a Mark Twainism. Golf is a game invented to take a perfectly good walk in the park and make it miserable. But it goes back to what I had on the board when we started. Happiness is all about living as now, in this moment, eternally now. The joy of it, to be where we are right here, right now, the joy. This is joy. To be together. The joy of sharing, of who you are. When I say to you, and we use in our service, you bless us with your presence, that's a statement of truth for me. You do. Each individual, you bless me with your presence. And hopefully vice versa. And that is true for every person that you'll come into contact with. Every one of God's children, each and every one. When you'll say it here. Now, some like, bless you. Another one of those swear words, right? We fall into that from time to time. And when you catch yourself, you just go, breathe. Okay. Go back to the practice. Center. Remember who you are. Breathe. And then take the next step. Regardless of the circumstance. Sometimes really horrific things show up in your world to remind you to center first. Center first. Then you take the next step. That's responding, right? And one of the things we share with each other are tools. I'm so blessed by so many of you for providing me with tools to use. Sometimes you don't even know you did it. You did it with a smile. You did it by being, just being in the moment. And you may be in distress at the moment. There may be something going on in you that's a real challenge for you right now. And that's what's coming through. It's okay. And we blanket that in love. See, that's a blessing for me. Because we share that together. We bring that oneness into focus, if only for a short period of time. We have the option to take it with us. I've shared this with you before, is that one of these days I'm going to put a garbage can out on the front with a little sign that says, throw all your garbage in here, all of it. And at the end of service, go out that door and take all the garbage home you want. or just leave it. Your choice. You're going to, P.S., you're going to do it anyway, whether I have a sign out there or not. And it's okay. But this coming together, sharing with one another, being open to new possibilities, being open to new ways to step out in the truth of who you are. Be open to that. And if you're not sure where to start, remember it starts here. It starts right here. Being able to do this. Breathe. Take a picture. You got it? The picture's of you, by the way. Where you sit right now. The way you look, warts and all. All the stuff you're carrying, both bags. Right here. In that moment, to that picture. I love you. Together? I love you. To that picture, all the bags of stuff. I bless you. Together? I bless you. Don't change the picture. Same picture, warts and all, 2 bags of stuff. I appreciate you. Together? I appreciate you. Now we can lower the veil. Now we set down the bags. Now we look past this current picture and see the truth in this moment. I behold the Christ. Together? I behold the Christ. Practice that. Practice that. Practice that. Namaste.
Thank you for listening. Please feel free to pass this message along to your friends and family. You can obtain additional audio tapes or CDs by visiting our website or by calling our office at 541-772-6902. We invite you to join us in prayer. We know that prayer works, and now you can send your prayer request to our prayer team here at Christ Unity Church by using the form on our website. The activities, programs, and services of this ministry are presented on a love offering basis. All gifts, regardless of size, are gratefully accepted. You may participate either by sending your gift to Christ Unity Church, 540 North Holly Street, Medford, Oregon, 97501, or by visiting us on the internet at www.unitymedford.org.